Well, congratulations! You made it to the finish line. Over the past 10 chapters, we have built an entire framework for AI security training from the ground up. So now let's take one final look back and really lock in everything we've accomplished together.
We've gone through a ton of material, so this is our chance to make sure the most important ideas and frameworks really stick. Think of this as our highlight reel. We're going to make sure the concepts that matter most are crystal clear.
Our whole journey really boiled down to these 4 logical phases. First, we laid the groundwork. Then we got super granular by assessing risks and roles. From there, we figured out the specific training needs, and finally, we planned out how to actually make it all happen. Let's start by revisiting that crucial first step.
We started, of course, right at the very beginning. And the key takeaway here was simple. Without this solid foundation, any training program you build is just going to be on shaky ground no matter how good your intentions are.
This 5-phase framework was basically our North Star, our strategic roadmap for the whole process. It was the tool that made sure we didn't miss a single step, guiding us logically from that big picture organizational analysis all the way down to the nitty-gritty details of the training scope.
And this data, wow. This is exactly why that groundwork was so incredibly important. You see this huge disconnect, right? Over 80% of companies are planning to pour more money into AI, but at the same time, a huge majority have no formal policies and are dealing with unauthorized shadow AI. This isn't some far-off risk. It's a real, active vulnerability happening in most companies today.
So once we had that 30,000-foot view established, it was time to zoom way in. We shifted from looking at the whole organization to a really detailed analysis of individual roles and the specific threats they face every single day.
The job task analysis was basically our microscope. We used this 5-step process to map out precisely how employees are using AI in their day-to-day work. And this wasn't just about listing software. It was about identifying every single touch point where a security weakness could pop up.
Now this part was a real game changer. This is how we made risk tangible. We took everything we found in the task analysis and used this matrix to plot the business impact of something going wrong against how likely it was to happen. Suddenly, a long list of worries turned into a clear, prioritized set of critical and high-level risks that we knew we had to tackle first.
And this drove home a super important point. AI security is absolutely not a one-size-fits-all problem. What the legal team worries about with attorney-client privilege is a world away from the finance team's need for data accuracy in their reports. We learned that context is everything.
So, with a really clear picture of the risks, we moved into phase 3, figuring out exactly what people needed to learn to deal with them. This is where all that analysis starts to turn into a real plan for education.
To do that, we use this competency pyramid to structure the training plan. See, instead of one giant program for everyone, it gave us this smart, layered approach. Everybody needs basic awareness at the bottom, but only a few folks at the top need strategic leadership skills. This model was the key to getting the right training to the right people. Super efficient.
And this was such a critical distinction we made. We realized that effective training isn't just about knowledge, what people know in their heads. It was just as important to build practical skills, what they can actually do, and to shape their attitudes, making sure they approach security with the right mindset. All right, so all that deep analysis and careful planning led us to our final phase, implementation. This was where we took our strategic blueprint and got it ready for the real world. This slide really brings it all home. This is the whole path we followed step by step, from putting a team together all the way to defining the final scope of the training. And we learned that last step, securing buy-in, was absolutely essential. Because even the best plan in the world is useless if you don't have the organization's support. And that's the ultimate prize at the end of this whole process. Not a guess, not some generic off-the-shelf program, but a sharp, data-driven plan that is tied directly to the specific risks and needs of your organization. Now, as we wrap up, it's really important to remember something. While this framework is incredibly powerful, it's meant to be a guide. The central lesson of this entire tutorial is that every single organization is unique. And because of that, it requires training that is tailored to its specific needs.
This is why specialized training is so vital. It has to address the specific tools and processes that will lower your unique risks and help you hit your productivity goals. So please note that the general guidance we've covered might not be directly applicable to your specific situation, and it's offered without any warranty expressed or implied.
And for that exact reason,
The most effective programs are always the result of close collaboration, of applying this framework to uncover those unique needs and priorities we've just learned how to identify.
So, if you're ready to take these principles and build a training program that's truly tailored to your organization, the next step is to start that collaborative process. You can get in touch with Bob Slovic, the Chief Technologist at Virtualization Options LLC, using the email you see on your screen. Thank you so much for your commitment throughout this entire journey, and good luck building a more secure AI future.